Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports.
Good evening, basketball fans. Welcome to Blackhawk Christian High School. Decided tonight's matchup between the Southside Archers and your Blackhawk Christian Braves. Welcome to the broadcast along with Paul Suvar. I'm Brian Greenwalt. We've got Southside Archers coming in tonight at 9-6 on the season, and they are taking on Blackhawk Christian 15-2 on the season, ranked number 2 in Class 1A. And Paul, we expect a very close matchup and a high-scoring matchup here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. The Braves welcome in another 4A school, big boy in the city of Fort Wayne right here. A good-looking squad, tough squad. Lots of length to them, good size. They like to shoot it from the perimeter as well, so it's going to be a tremendous challenge for the Braves tonight to try and contain their outside shots and make sure they're cleaning up the boards and closing out defensive possessions. Yeah,
tall team here, a team that could probably match Blackhawk's height, and that's something that Blackhawk hasn't seen a lot of this year.
Very true.
A couple 6'8" guys, 6'7" on the roster, all the way down 6'4", stuff like that. So Blackhawk's going to have to be careful of that, but as Coach Davidson mentioned before the game, they don't match Blackhawk in bulk.
Yes,
they're more like the pogo sticks, up and down quick. And that could be a problem, actually, for Blackhawk.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting matchups to see how Coach Davidson kind of aligns his team. I kind of expect Southside to get up and down the floor and want to try and run, clean up out on the fast breaks there and try and create open shots for the perimeter players off those secondary breaks as well.
Blackhawk averaging 70 points a game on the season. Southside right behind that at 65 points a game, which is why we said we expect a high-scoring matchup here tonight. Coach Davidson, before the game, says we have to play our very best to beat this team tonight. So we look forward to the matchup here. And before we get to that, we're going to go down to the public address announcer and get our pregame announcements in our national anthem. And we'll be right back with you here in a few minutes.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good leader. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports, there's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise for the reading of our sportsmanship treaty, followed by a word of prayer and the singing of our national anthem. The sportsmanship treaty will be read by senior Kyle Zerba. Coaches, starting lineup first for the visitors, the Southside Archers. Senior number 2 are Galen Harrison. Sophomore number 5, J.T. Langston Jr. Freshman number 11, Austin Gordon. Senior number 12, Courtney Shorter. And senior number 30, Asher Flum. And now, your starting lineup for your Blackhawk Christian Braves. 8'6'9" freshman, number 3, Caleb Hurst. 8'6" junior, number 32, Ray Davidson. And in the middle, a 6'8" senior, number 4, Rick Thompson. And one guard, a 5'11" senior, number 10, Luke Sassenhausen. And rounding out the line, a 6-foot senior, the all-time steal leader in Blackhawk history, number 2, David Moore. The Archers are coached by J.J. Foster. You're raised by Mark Davidson.
Here's your starting lineups for tonight for Southside. They're going to go with Hairston, Langston Jr., Jordan, Shorter, and Bloom. For Blackhawk, the familiar starting lineup of Thompson, Davidson first, in a backcourt of Jalen Mall and Luke Sassmanhausen. Before the game, Jalen Mall honored as the all-time career steals leader at Blackhawk Christian. Paul, you were mentioning we have the blocks and the steals leader, both out here on the court right now.
Serious defensive presence on that side of the ball.
Sassmanhausen gets it over to Davidson. Davidson, top of the key, three-pointer on
Nice
the
shot.
way.
Boy, that is beautiful. Southside started out here in a 2-1-2 zone. Frankie, again, tall enough with his length, he would shoot up over the top, splash that home.
For Southside up top now, there's Hairston. Over to Jordan. Hairston has it back. Now Bloom out top. Thompson with the steal underneath.
Yeah, good defensive presence right here, good positioning.
Here comes Mall. Davidson, another three-pointer off to the left. Out of bounds, Southside ball. You could tell just from that, as soon as that shot went up, it was just off to the left.
Yeah, a little bit rushed. Kind of feeling yourself out. You hit that first one and see if you can't come right back on the offensive side and hit your second.
Same play both times, though. Jalen kind of drove and kind of almost set that, unintentional screen underneath there. Here's Southside. Bloom has it out top. Three-pointer on the way for Jordan. In and out, no good. Sassmanhausen with a nice block out.
Yeah, great positioning right there by Luke, sealing this man off and ending that defensive possession.
Davidson has it left-hand side all the way over to Sassmanhausen. Luke looked underneath, gets it back out to Mall instead. Looking down to Thompson. They get underneath
Nice
to him.
look.
Thompson up and in.
Boy, beautiful angle pass right there. Soft touch. Strong hands by Drake to go up there and corral it in and then go explode to the basket.
Unlike past couple times we've seen Drake, he was not too far under that time. Got great position to go right up and in. Nice play underneath. There's the bucket for Langston.
Good positioning right there. Again, almost a backdoor of sorts. Got behind the defense. Easy layup for him.
Jalen Mall gets back over to Sassmanhausen. Nice penetration out to Frankie. Wide open three. Nails it.
That's a layup there for the Braves. Beautiful penetration there by Luke Sassmanhausen, cutting down to the left baseline and finding a wide open Frankie Davidson.
Early 30-second timeout here by Coach Foster. He doesn't like the wide open threes that Blackhawk are getting right now. Nice play underneath, though, to get Drake Thompson involved early on. I think it's key to get Drake involved early on in every game.
Yeah, could not agree with you more on that front. I think that's kind of the game plan just about at the onset of every game. It's let's play inside out. Let's try and establish our low post presence. And obviously the Braves have the bigs to do that. It's just a matter of making sure that Drake is being strong with the ball. And like you mentioned, I mean, there are times when he's catching those passes that are over the top where he's almost underneath the basket, and it becomes difficult for him to be able to explode back up to the rim and try and convert on those 2-point field goals.
Yeah, and that positioning is really all about where you start.
Yes.
If you start yourself above the block to get that ball, then you're going to be a lot better off once you finally do get it. Southside has it now. They're shorter on the outside. Gets to Bloom. Bloom's guarded by First. Nice matchup of the lefties there.
Good defense.
Amari Hall into the ballgame early on here for the Archers. Hairston gets it down to Bloom. Nice spin move on the baseline. Gets it out to Hall. No good. Rebound. Fought for. Blackhawk comes out with it.
Good defensive, rebounding position there by Luke again.
Sassenhausen a little long on the three. There's First with the rebound. Up and in.
Beautiful. The length of Blackhawk again. Weak side rebounding position right there. Caleb First corrals that in. Goes up strong to the basket. Gets him an easy deuce.
Right now the rebounding there is all about position. You mentioned Luke's blocked out well twice. Caleb First a nice block out right there on that offensive rebound. Here's Bloom, guarded by First. Outside jumper by Hairston off the rim, no good. Frankie with the rebound. Push ahead to Saspenhausen. Down to First. First has position underneath, couldn't quite get it. Fought for his own rebound, but Hairston pulls it out. Wrap around there from behind from Maul, but he's going to be picked up with the foul. Jalen's first. Gaines first.
Good thought there by Jalen again. He's a master at it. I mean, onset of the game here again, honored for an all-time steal leader here at Blackhawk Christian. He's done that numerous times over his abbreviated career here at Blackhawk.
Southside get called for over and back. Blackhawk with the ball. Trajan Didier checks into the ball game for Southside. The Archers have checked in a few different people here early on. Blackhawks sticks with their starting lineup. 4:40 remaining in the ball game, or in the first quarter. Not the ball game quite yet.
A little more.
There's Drake out to Jalen for three. In and out, no good. Nice rebound there for Southside.
Not a bad look there. I mean, they're willing to kind of swing that ball back and forth. That's a wide open shot for Jalen. Coach Davidson's going to live with that.
Didier out to Hairston. Hairston gets it to Jordan. Now back over to Bloom. Bloom with the penetration. He goes up with it over First and scores. Nice possession there by Bloom.
Yeah, you know, a good hard cut into there, but good defensive positioning there by First, to tell you the truth. Got his hands up in the air, contested the shot. Just sometimes you got to tip your cap to the offensive player.
Thompson goes up with it hard and a foul.
That's exactly what you want to see out of Drake. We end up seeing Frankie, looks like a skip pass down to the right-hand block. Again, strong hands by Drake to corral that ball in. And what we saw there was Drake collected himself.
Yes.
Took one bounce and really kind of dropped into the defender, created some space for him. Was able to get that and one opportunity.
Free throw no good for Drake. That's been one of his struggles this season so far. Nobody picks up the ball. Nice contest there by First at the end, but nobody picked up Hairston all the way in.
Fortunate.
Sassenhausen baseline. Look. Maul, Davidson. Davidson now baseline. Tries the crazy shot. Probably a little out of control there, obviously.
He got hung up.
Stating the obvious.
He got hung up. He got himself up in the air right there. Was trying to find one of his teammates and then realized his only opportunity was trying to flip it up, put it off the glass, and ended up going over the backboard.
Jordan gets it out to Didier. Didier at the height advantage over Sassenhausen. Long three-pointers, good by Jordan.
Good shot right there by Jordan. They like the three-point ball. I mean, they've shot and converted on just about as many three-point field goal attempts as they have two-point field goal attempts on the season.
Sassenhausen has it out top now. Drake calling for the ball underneath. Sassenhausen inside now to First. Nice spin move by First with the right hand.
Beautiful play. Get your bigs involved. Make sure that they get early touches. Keep them engaged in the game. Good defensive intensity up front. And great offensive possessions by Blackhawk the early onset of this game.
Nice block out by Thompson. tried to get the pass ahead to first. They're looking for help, and it's going to be tipped. Blackhawk will keep it.
Boy, Caleb First is a rim runner. I love it. I mean, we've seen it numerous times throughout the season. He gets out and he runs the floor as well as just about any big man in the area. Again, on that pass, a good look by Jalen to try and find him.
Another right-handed layup there by First. Nice look by Davidson.
That's beautiful. Get him inside. That's his offhand as well, folks.
Hall has it outside to Jordan. Here's Hall with the free throw line extended. Nice rebound there by Davidson. Blackhawk had 3 guys around the ball there.
I love it.
Jalen, nice crossover dribble. First gets Davidson, shoots the long 3, in and out.
Oh.
Thompson collects the rebound. Goes back up there, gonna call him for the travel.
So close. He couldn't control the ball. When he got the ball got put on the ground, he just ended up shuffling his feet as he tried to collect himself. But I mean the aggressive nature of Drake right now. Possessing the ball and then trying to make an offensive move. He's really using his body well to create space for himself.
Yeah, it's good to see an aggressive Drake Thompson out there. That's the knock on Drake sometimes, and boy, he's showing the aggressiveness tonight. Right-hand side there to Hairston. Hairston looks under to Bloom. Now throws the bounce pass to him. Bloom's guarded by First. Outside now Jordan. Jordan guarded by Maul. We got Didier. Bloom, the lefty, penetrates. A little bit out of control, up and under, no good. There's Thompson with the rebound.
That's wonderful defense right there by First, the freshman.
Davidson just off. There's First. Had the rebound, stolen by Didier. Nice defense there by Saspenhausen to knock it out of bounds. It'll stay with Southside. Referees will converse here real quick, and it will stay with the Archers.
Good defense on both sides of the ball right there. Caleb First, again, the correct position, the aggressive position on the offensive end to corral the offensive rebound. But, again, when you put that ball on the floor, you make yourself vulnerable to the guys who are 6-7 inches shorter than yourself, and Didier is able to rip that ball away.
Here is Didier left-hand side looking down to Bloom. Bloom's going to pull up with a baseline jumper. There's Thompson with another rebound. 16-7 is our score. We've reached 1 minute to go in the quarter. Davidson has the left side. Now Maul. Davidson looks across court to Saspenhausen. Now we got Maul up top. Back to Luke. Underneath now First. Davidson almost loses it. Cross court. Stolen by Didier.
And not enough mustard on that pass right there. Didier is able to recover. Good defensive presence by him. Also telegraphed it just a little bit. He's thrown that pass already a couple times. Yeah. Outside now, here's Hall. Hall gets it to Shorter. Now Bloom. Jordan down to Hall. Hall guarded on the outside by Thompson. Saspenhausen comes with the help. Jordan with the long 3. Back rim hits the guide wire up there, out of bounds to the Braves. I've really appreciated, and I think it's worth acknowledging just that the defensive intensity that the Braves have come out with here in the first quarter.
6 seconds, 5 seconds. Davidson gets it out to Saspenhausen. 1 second, shoots it off the rim, no good. We've reached the end of the first quarter. Your score: Blackhawk Christian 16, Southside 7. We'll be right back with more action, second quarter action here on The Voice.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in North.
Welcome back to Blackhawk Christian. The ball goes to the Southside Archers to begin this second quarter. They are down 16-7 as we start action. Skip pass over here to Courtney Shorter. Shorter shooting 56% on the season from three. Hasn't attempted one yet tonight, though.
Sizzling hot.
Zerbach into the ball game and gets a steal right away.
No letdown at all, serving in Kyle Zerbach in for Caleb First on the defensive side.
Cross court to Luke. Nice pass inside to Thompson. Goes up strong again. Davidson just off his fingertips out of bounds to Southside.
Good defense there by Southside. Again, contesting Drake's shot at its peak. If you get up and try and meet the ball at its apex, which is what Southside did, you got a good chance of altering the shot, which is exactly what took place.
Outside Southside now with Jordan. Jordan over to Didier. Outside Hall. Jordan on the drive. Zerbach contests. Thompson and there's Zerbach. Thought they were going to have the rebound there. Outside to Didier instead. Nice aggressive play there by Southside. Thompson gets Didier on the arm.
A little helter-skelter right there. Southside ends up corralling the ball after, you're absolutely right. It appeared that we had the rebound and we closed out the defensive possession, but ball squirted away from us and ended up in Didier's hands, who wisely took it into the paint and got some contact there by Drake on the contest.
Didier's first one is up and in. Thompson comes out of the ball game as freshman Caleb First checks back in for the Braves. Trajan Didier, senior. Talking to Coach Davidson before the game. Seems like Trajan's been playing for Southside for a long time.
Yeah. He's been a presence for Southside. You're absolutely right. Seems like forever.
Dangerous long pass there against Southside. Southside's got the athletic ability. They're going to be able to get to that pass almost any time. They tip it away. Blackhawk has possession. 16-9 our score. Jalen Mall underneath. First gets it out to Saspenhausen. Now Jalen Mall to set up the offense here. Saspenhausen looks inside. Skip pass instead to Davidson. That skip pass has been a little dangerous so far for Blackhawk.
Yeah. Nice look. Ooh.
Off its fingertips. Jordan comes down with it. He's going to push it ahead. Loses dribble. Jalen picks it up. I'll count that as another steal for Jalen on the night.
Yes. Ooh,
got a goaltending call. Yeah, we're going to count that bucket and the foul.
Oh, good aggressive play there by Jalen. Defensive side of the ball, strips it away. Again, Jalen does what Jalen does. Turns it around, takes it down, streaking towards the offensive side of the court for Blackhawk. Goes up strong with it. Got contact, and then as Southside was contesting it, they ended up tipping that ball away after it already landed on the rim. So that's goaltending. Score the basket. Earn yourself a free throw.
Bloom checks in for Hall as Hall just picked up his second foul of the night. And he'll be sitting out, I'm going to guess, the rest of this second quarter possibly here. Don't want to pick up the third this early. Hall's free throw up and in.
Good stroke by Jalen.
Jalen's first 3 points of the night. 19-9, 10-point lead for the Braves. Here's Didier right-hand side. Now Shorter. Gets it to Bloom and over to Jordan. Here's Didier. Thought about the three. Little penetration. Bloom thought about the three. Drives inside. Nice defense there by Zerbach, but they're going to get him for the foul and the bucket for Bloom.
All right, Bloom's got an aggressive play right there, and he's going into his strong side. Gives a little pump fake, a little head and shoulders, get your defender up off their feet. Once they're up in the air, it's pretty easy to get around them, and it's exactly what Bloom did. Goes into the body of Zerbach.
Davidson with the rebound off the miss by Bloom. 19-11 our scores, just under 6 minutes remaining here in the quarter. Jalen calls out the play as Southside remains in their zone. Davidson gets it inside to First. First gets hammered from behind. Nice look there by, I think it was Davidson out there.
Yeah, Davidson hit First on the block. And again, you mentioned it before, positioning. It is about positioning, absolutely. First is very aggressive as far as trying to establish his position on his strong side block. Turning over his right side after he received that ball and going up strong with it. He went right into the south side defenders, able to absorb that contact.
Here's the freshman Caleb First at the line. First one is up and in. 7 points tonight for first so far. Michael Pulver checks into the ballgame for the Braves. Sassenhausen comes out. Second one is also in for first. 8 points for Caleb, 21-11. Back to a 10-point lead for the Braves. Outside Jordan. Jordan over to Didier. Didier guarded by Pulver. Step back three for Didier is good. Nice shot by Didier.
Tell you what, during warm-ups, Didier, that was part of his routine. He shot step back threes over and over and over again, and with very consistent range.
Ball all over the place there. Southside comes out with it, and they're on the fast break. Nice tip there by Davidson. The steal by Maul.
Good play. Smart play by Frankie.
Maul goes all the way. The Red Sea is parted.
Right.
Nobody picks him up. In fact, they seem to go out the other way from him.
That was one of those plays on defense where he said, "You had him, I got him, you have him. I thought you were going to get that guy."
Everybody went to their man, but nobody had Jalen. Here's Jordan now, right-hand side. Gets to Bloom. Free throw line extended is good.
Good shot by Bloom. Aggressive play here in the first half by Bloom. Either driving the ball into the basket or that mid-range game that he's showing off.
Bloom averaging almost 11 points on the season. Davidson inside to Zurbach. Nice look and nice bucket.
Oh, great slice right there to make yourself available by Kyle. Great find by Frankie as well, hitting him in stride.
25-16 our score, 4:15 remaining before halftime. Langston gets to Bloom and now Didier. Pulver stays with him. Bloom now. Pulls in, free throw line extended, no good, but Caleb got him on the arm.
Yeah, as Caleb tried to go up and test that shot. The left-handed shot by Bloom was kind of hanging out there, flapping in the wind, just too tempting for Caleb not to go up there and contest it. Ended up nicking him on the arm.
First one is good by Bloom. 7 points tonight for the senior. Bloom has picked up a bigger role on this team scoring-wise since they lost their leading scorer, Mikhail Stevenson. About midway through last month, Stevenson decided to transfer to a prep school down in Georgia to continue his basketball career. At the time, he was averaging almost 16 points a game. Since then, guys like Didier and Bloom have had to pick up the scoring slack.
They've done an admirable job. I mean, to take that big of a hit to your team midway through the season has been a trying test for Coach Foster. But they tried to weather the storm, and they've been competitive, even though they haven't seen Stevenson here for the last 3 games.
Jared Hofer into the ball game and scores the bucket.
Beautiful there. Good ball movement. Great find by Hofer, establishing himself on the left-hand block.
Here's Brandon Eldridge into the ball game for Southside. 3-point shot by Shorter is good.
Pretty stroke right there. Simple reversal of the ball. Finds Shorter on the left-hand corner pocket and rises up, splashes it home.
Out of bounds to Southside as Frankie lost control of the long pass down the court there. Southside starting to get this press, and Blackhawk still trying to figure out how to break it. 27-21 is our score, 3.5 remaining. Jalen Maul picks up the pressure backcourt. Didier with Pulver on him. Didier drives in. They got Pulver with the hold out top.
Yeah, scrappy defense by Pulver, but Shorter trying to exploit a quickness advantage. But you got to play him tight. I mean, you have to respect Didier's shot from the outside. We've seen him pull up from deep and really take it off the bounce and hit step-back threes so far in the second quarter here. So you have to respect that shot by playing him close, playing him tight.
Didier with a big height advantage on Pulver as well, trying to exploit that. Now we have Shorter out top, guarded by Davidson. Left-hand side, we got the foul there by Hofer as he was caught out top, trying to guard the quicker Langston.
That was definitely rats. I got beat. Play. Jared trying to recover by reaching in there and stopping the drive by committing a foul.
Right-hand side, Didier goes up for 3 off the front rim, no good. There's Davidson with the board. Didier tried to rise up over Pulver there and just left it a little short. He's got the foul up top on Hairston. Penetration there by Maul. Only 14 fouls here on the outside, so we'll take it out of bounds there on the side. Coach Davidson getting Saspenhausen back into the ball game, replacing Pulver. Pulver's scrappy defense is great, but on a guy like Didier, you can almost be too aggressive on him, and he's going to look to exploit that. Yeah,
absolutely. You're playing him too tight. He's going to want to go around you. If you give him any space at all, he's going to try and rise up over it. He's 6'4", that's a decent size shooting guard, small forward with range. So you have to be able to respect the shot and respect his quickness in the same breath. Difficult task.
Here's Jalen out top with almost 2.5 remaining before halftime. Blackhawk slowing it down here, patient against this zone defense. Saspenhausen gets it in. Hofer looks underneath the first. They're going to say first knocked it out of bounds to Southside.
Yeah, I like the high-low action. I mean, you establish Hofer. Hofer's got a nice touch for a big guy, being 6'10", 6'11", legitimate. He's got a nice stroke from the outside, so if he establishes himself at the nail head at the free throw line, he's able to look low down there to first. Tried to go over the top with that. Almost looked like they tipped it away, but in the eyes of the officials, not so.
Bounce pass may have been better in that situation.
Yes.
In fact, a lot of times against Southside, with the length of the Archers, bounce passes may work better here tonight.
Yes.
Here's right-hand side of Langston. Hofer daring Langston to shoot the three. He won't do it. There's Jordan out top. Langston may be one of the only Archers that doesn't like the three-pointer.
That's a rarity on this team, isn't it?
Long rebound to Langston. Looks like they got Bloom on the push-off there underneath.
Yeah, physical play down on the block there. Bloom is contesting with the freshman first. Recognizes the skill and the physicality that first plays with, and is really trying to body him up. Ended up wrapping up his arms and got caught by the officials.
2-2-1 zone press here by the Archers. So they back it off here and look to trap. They get it across to Davidson. Saspenhausen takes it out to Hofer. If they're not careful, Hofer will shoot that there.
Definitely.
Maul with a long three, left-hand side.
Beautiful. Simple pass. You get it into that soft spot of the zone at the free throw line.
Bloom, blocked shot there by Hofer. First goes up and gets it again. Didier has it on her outside, right-hand side. Jared Hofer pulls it down for a Blackhawk.
There we go.
Here they come with a minute remaining in before halftime. Davidson gets it over to Saspenhausen. Luke will pull it out. Now we got Davidson out top. Hofer commanding that middle there, calling for the ball.
There it is.
There it is. Free throw line extended. A nice touch by Hofer.
Yeah, beautiful right there. It's a soft spot of the zone, that 2-1-2. They're shifting down on Caleb first to try and account for him on the block. That opens up things wide open for Jared Hofer at the free throw line.
Bloom outside. He's going to look to drive. Penetration gets it back out to Jordan. Jordan looks down inside. Jared Hofer, nice defense down there. Three-point attempt on the way. Air ball. Langston underneath with a nice rebound bucket.
Good right there, trying to corral that in. That shot was well short because it was contested by Frankie.
There's Frankie now with 8 seconds remaining. There's Maul with 5. 4 seconds. Jalen Maul, penetration, jump shot no good, and that's going to be halftime. Our halftime score, Blackhawk Christian 32, Southside 23. We'll be back with second half action just a few minutes here on The Voice.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
Welcome back to Blackhawk Christian High School. About a minute to go before the second half. Along with Paul Suvar, I'm Brian Greenwald. Your halftime score 32-23. The Braves are out on top. And Paul, first half, good defensive effort by the Braves and some timely offense. Jalen Mall, Caleb First leading the way.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really impressed with Coach Davidson getting his team in position and firing them up to just lock down Southside here in the first half. Giving up only 7 points in the first quarter. They came out with tremendous defensive intensity, contesting shots, and really, closing out defensive possessions. It really ends when you gather in that defensive rebound, and Blackhawk did a great job in the first half closing out defensive possessions by corralling in those K-runs.
Yeah, great defense or great rebounding positioning by the Braves there in that first half. Southside did come back to even the score with the Blackhawk in the second quarter. Both teams scored 16 in the second quarter, so still that 9-point lead that Blackhawk had after the first quarter.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it kind of fell on the shoulders of Didier and Bloom. Didier ended up hitting up some open shots and kind of surveying who was guarding him and trying to take him off the bounce. And then Bloom was very aggressive, getting into the lane and displaying his mid-range jumper and being very aggressive, taking it to the basket, earning himself some free throws and one. So credit those two for trying to find a way to offset Blackhawks' defensive intensity there too.
Mall is off with a three. Nice aggressive rebound by Thompson, and he gets the foul and will shoot 2 free throws.
Kind of how they started the game. It's kind of how they start the third quarter as well. Shooting threes and getting getting offensive rebounds and attempting to put them back. Again, good weak side positioning by Drake again, finding himself in the correct position, muscling his man up and going up and rooting that ball out.
First one's up and in for Thompson, his 5th point of the night. Yeah, we mentioned at the beginning of the game Drake Thompson's aggressiveness, and we hope to see that maintain itself here in the second quarter. Certainly that was an aggressive offensive rebound.
Yes, he's such a devastating weapon down on the block, not just because of his size vertically, but horizontally. He's just a big fella, and if he has that desire and that will to exert himself, he's got opportunities to open up lots of space for himself and for his teammates.
Here's Shorter, gets it into Langston. Langston guarded by Thompson. Nice spin move up and in by Langston.
Yeah, good touch there by Langston. Turning over his right shoulder. He's a right-handed player, so kind of fading away a little bit to try and slide away from Drake Thompson's defense.
Nice pass underneath the first. Couldn't quite get it. Gets his own rebound. Act up and in. Nice aggressive play by the freshman.
Absolutely sticking with it.
Here's Didier now to Bloom. Bloom looks left side to Jordan and now Shorter. Didier guarded still by Saspenhausen. Luke did a great job on Didier there in the first half.
Yes.
Here's Bloom on the outside. Now Jordan. Jordan gets it over to Didier. Didier getting some applause over there by our fans. How nice of them. Didier, nice layup up and in.
Oh, aggressive play. He's able to turn the corner right there. Again, met little resistance and was able to float it up off the glass for 2. Pretty play by him.
Nice to not give up on the play. He went from the left side all the way around to the right side. Nice 3-pointer there by Saspenhausen. First 3 of the night for Luke. It's the senior on the board. 12-point lead for Blackhawk.
Jalen Moll again kind of creates, he sets the table for so much of his teammates.
Didier, nice fake up for the layup. Just couldn't quite get it. Jalen penetrates.
Nice.
They're going to call that off. Davidson out of bounds to Southside.
Well, we saw it from our vantage point as well. Exactly what Jalen saw. Frankie was cutting down to that right-hand block, and it looked like he was open. Boy, credit Southside. Get their hands on the ball there, and Frankie unfortunately just tipped it away as it was going out of bounds.
Yeah, again, unfortunately, a situation where a bounce pass right there probably gets it underneath those outstretched arms of Southside.
That's not the first time you mentioned that tonight.
Jordan with the long 3 attempt. No good, and that's out of bounds to Blackhawk. Fans are nice enough to remind him what he just did there, in case he couldn't remember.
A little play-by-play on the floor.
Yeah. I'm trying to get my job, Paul. Here's Maul. Bring the ball up the court. So down the corner to Davidson. Sassenhausen sets it up here. Luke has it out top. Southside's changed up the zone just a little bit here. Baseline, there's Thompson. Out to Maul with the penetration. Right hand layup is good.
That was a beautiful adjustment by Coach Davidson right there as well. He had both of his...
They're going to get Jalen in the backcourt there, being a little too aggressive. Second foul of the night for Jalen.
That was close play. Good aggressive. Coach is he's going to live with that. On the offensive side down there, Coach did a great job. He ended up calling his play. He had both Drake and Caleb down on the blocks. He ends up calling a play simply to try and attack that zone. You saw Caleb slide up to the nail hit again, free throw line, which occupied that space. He ended up opening up a lot of options for his team as they started to exploit.
Out of bounds, nice aggressive play there. Out of bounds to the Braves. 41-27 is our score. 14-point lead for the Braves. Just under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Jalen Maul has it now up top. Saspenhausen to Maul, top of the key. 3 off the rim, no good. Thompson with an aggressive board. Gets it up, couldn't quite get it to fall, but we're going to get 2 more free throws for the big guy. Nice aggressive play there by Drake Thompson.
Love seeing that.
Foul on the play by Amari Hall. That's his 3rd. If you remember, Hall had to sit out a good part of that second quarter because of the foul trouble. Thompson up and in with the free throw. Love to see Thompson's aggressiveness on the offensive boards tonight. Second
There
one by
we go.
Thompson, up and in.
Boy, important for Drake again to continue to hone that free throw eye. For as big as he is, he should expect to get to the line and absorb that contact. He should get plenty of free throws on a game-to-game basis.
Off the front rim, no good. Jordan with the rebound. Didier shoots the three, right side, no good. Jalen Mall picks off the board for the Braves. Mall with the penetration, the right-handed floater's no good. First mistimed his jump. He gets it from Davidson. Thompson underneath, go up strong.
There you go. There you go.
We're seeing a different Drake Thompson here tonight, guys, and I like the way I'm seeing it here.
Oh, definitely.
The play looks like it's going to be on the floor. Foul looking like maybe Thompson. Nope, they're going to get Jalen with the foul. I think we might actually wish that was Thompson.
Yeah.
Jalen picks up his third foul of the night. We got a full timeout here on the court. Your score is 45 for Blackhawks, 27 for Southside. We'll be right back here on The Voice.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best. Visit online at grableinsurance.com or stop by the office on Pony Express Run, next door to the Leo Post Office, and talk to any of the friendly agents that would be happy to help you. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school athletics.
Out of bounds underneath for the Archers as we resume play here with almost 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Southside has it. Penetration back out to Jordan now. Out top, there's Shorter. Shorter's guarded by Davidson. Shorter hasn't really been able to get up too many shots here tonight because of the good defense there out top by Davidson. Jordan shoots a three. Off the rim, no good. Thompson with a nice board underneath.
Wonderful position by Drake, again, using his body to root out Bloom in that case. Again, closing out the defensive possession, so important. That ends on the rebound.
Davidson with a three-stroke.
Beautiful. I tell you what, again, simple pass over the top. Again, Frankie with his length, able to rise up over the top again, cash it in.
48-27. Blackhawk has opened up a 21-point lead here against the Archers.
Nice.
Nice tip away by Thompson out top. Thompson out there in a land he's not used to. Davidson, long three.
Boy, you can see it setting up as Jalen was working his way down the floor. Frankie established himself on that right wing, and it was just waiting. He was waiting for Jalen to make his move and to dump it off to him. He was lining that up for about 5 seconds.
Fourth three on the night from Frankie Davidson. 51-27. Blackhawk has opened it up here in the third quarter.
That happened kind of quick. Goodness.
Earlier than we know it.
Yeah.
Nice aggressive play by Drake Thompson underneath. Good three-pointers there by Frankie. Southside went back to their original zone defense on that possession, and they just couldn't find Davidson out there for the three.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those situations where like a secondary break kind of takes place. It's not a standard play. You're just playing off your own chemistry. You kind of know where to position yourself because you understand what the strengths of your teammates are. Frankie knew that Jalen was probably going to try and cut that ball into the lane here, take a drive, and so he just established himself on the wing and waited, knowing that his teammate was going to find him and put him in position to help his team out by hitting that three. So beautiful play right there on the secondary break by the Braves.
Southside brings Hairston and Langston back in as
Nice.
Bloom buries the three.
Boy, pretty stroke right there. We've seen kind of Bloom's mid-range game and his cutting and slashing ability. We haven't seen him put up any threes tonight, to my recollection anyways, but beautiful stroke by him.
Bloom only shooting 20% from three on the season.
How about that?
So that's a rare make there for him as Jalen Mall takes it all the way in.
Aggressive play there by Jalen again. Spun that ball up on the rim and it acted like it had arms climbing up over the top and falling through.
Jalen with 12 points tonight, 23-point lead. There's Didier, nice block by Davidson.
Wonderful help side defense there by Frankie. Again, sliding over. Didier turned the corner, and we've kind of seen that. He takes off pretty early, and with those long strides, that 6'4" frame of his, he kind of got hung up in the air, and Frankie recovered and blocked the shot out of bounds.
We got Didier throwing it inside to Bloom. Bloom's guarded by First. Gets the pass down inside.
There we go.
Somebody get on the floor there. Bloom takes it up, and Thompson commits the foul. Coach Davidson looking for somebody to get on the floor there after that loose ball.
Yeah.
Thompson picks up his second foul.
Oh, sometimes lefties are just quirky to play against. I'm sure that, you read the scouting report and you know that Bloom's a left-handed player, but it's just different when you play up against them. You're expecting that shot to come off of their right hip, and all of a sudden it's off their left hip, and you go up to contest it, and where you're swiping at, the ball isn't there. So as you kind of sweep back through, you end up nicking their arm and hitting them on the wrist.
Bloom sinks 2 free throws. 13 points tonight for Bloom. Eldridge comes in replacing him. 53-32 our score, just under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Southside brings pressure. They're looking to trap Jalen here on the sideline. They don't do it. He dribbles all the way around, gets it to Davidson for 3. Back rim, no good. Off the top of the backboard, Southside comes down with the rebound. Here comes Didier. Didier looking to drive, pulls up now. Gets it over to Hairston. Hairston has it out top for the Archers, guarded by Maul. Screen set by Eldridge. Maul looked to reach in there. Nothing there. Now Didier has it out top. There's an illegal screen by Southside.
Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful right there. Langston ended up, lowering his hip, shuffling his feet, sliding into Saspenhausen, who has done a tremendous job sticking with Didier tonight. Langston ended up looking at that, understanding that Saspenhausen was playing hard-nosed defense, tried to free his man up, and not allowed to move when you're setting screens.
Here's Maul. Southside doesn't bring the trap this time. Maul guarded by Didier out there. Looks like Southside's going to man-to-man here. Here's Caleb First out top. Here's Maul left right-hand side. Down low to Davidson. Looked for the dunk. Here's Thompson.
Nice.
Thompson going up strong.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Timeout by Southside. Actually, I think Coach Davidson may have called this one. 30-second timeout. 55-32 is our score. 43 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And Drake Thompson, strong quarter here tonight. 8 points here in the quarter, 12 points tonight for the big man.
Well, you mentioned it tonight already as well, but I mean, the aggressive nature in which Drake is playing the game tonight is it's very evident. I mean, we haven't seen this type of aggression from Drake, whether it's he's getting to the point in the season where he feels like his conditioning is where it needs to be, or maybe he's starting to trust that his foot is fully healed from last year's injury, whatever the case might be, but we're seeing absolutely a different Drake Thompson, filled with aggression and passion, and really putting a hurt on Southside here down on the block.
And because of that, Drake's played more tonight.
Absolutely.
I mean, Drake hasn't taken as many breaks as he has in the past. Normally, Kyle comes in and spots him pretty early. He doesn't get a lot of second half action all the time, but certainly tonight he's going to get all the action that he wants out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful.
Here's Bloom guarded by First. Gets it over to Shorter. Shorter picks up that pivot foot just barely. Just enough to call the traveling.
Credit the Braves on the defensive side of that as well, though. I mean, they had their hands in the passing lane. Shorter was thinking about throwing that pass as well. The Braves kind of snuck out there, and he tried to hold up and just ended up dragging his foot. A good defense by the Braves calls that turnover.
Goodwell comes into the ballgame for the first time tonight for the Archers. 20 seconds remaining. Pulver has it over to Saspenhausen, now First. First to Davidson. Here's Pulver. Pulver, nice penetration, tries to get it into First. Oh, First tries to punch it away. Hairston gets it. All alone down here is Trajan Didier with the layup. Nice sneak out, nice pass there. A technical foul called here, I believe, against Trajan Didier.
Yeah, I'm not sure for anything he said or any kind of actions, but he was in the path of the inbounder as he was passing it. He was actually out of bounds as Luke was trying to pass the ball in and kind of knocked it out of his hands. We're going to have a discussion on this and decide whether or not it truly is a technical foul. It might be in the letter of the law that it would be, but I don't think it was intentional. It was more, I think, an operation of him trying to get out of the way.
Now, so it counts as a personal foul for Didier. That's his first foul of the night. Obviously, the clock is reading 0, but they will put a little bit of time back onto the clock for this.
Okay.
0.4. And we'll see who's going to shoot the technical shots. It'll be Frankie Davidson.
Coach Foster is pleading his case, saying, listen, he was going in for a layup there. He's just trying to get out of bounds. He's turning. It was inadvertent contact there with the inbounder, Luke Saspenhaus, and knocking the ball out of his hands. That's Foster's claim, Coach Foster's claim. Unfortunate for Southside there, but letter of the law, that is a technical foul.
Davidson misses the first one, but will get a second. And then Blackhawk will get the ball with 0.4 remaining here in the third quarter. Second one is up and good by Frankie. 13 points tonight for Davidson. 56-34, and now 0.4 left here in the quarter. Sassenhausen looks to go all the way into first. First tips it away, and we have reached the end of the third quarter. Score is Blackhawks 56, Southside 34. We'll be right back with fourth quarter action here on The Voice.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. They're so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
You know that at L&S Alignment, they know auto repair from A to Z, but even this...
Southside with the ball, beginning of the fourth quarter, down 22. Bloom, the leading scorer for Southside so far tonight with 13 points. He has it out top, guarded by First. Didier, long three, right-hand side is off the rim, and there's Caleb First with the rebound for Blackhawk.
Beautiful box out again there by the Braves. Caleb closing out the defensive possession.
Jalen Mall, left-hand layup is in.
Oh, that is a strong move with the offhand by Jalen Mall right there, taking it hard down to the left-hand block.
Timeout by the Archers as Jalen provides the backcourt pressure. Southside couldn't get the ball in. We've got a full timeout here by the Archers. We'll just keep it right here. 58-34 is your score. So far for Blackhawk, 4 guys in double figures, led by Frank Davidson with 13 points. Jalen Mall actually now has 14 points. 10 points for Caleb First, and Drake Thompson a dozen for Blackhawk.
Great balance by the Braves tonight, inside out as well. We've seen Frankie hit outside shots. Obviously, we've seen the slashing Jalen Mall get out on the break and then cut down into the basket there and create his own offense. And then the aggressive nature of really Drake Thompson down on the block and Caleb First with the offensive rebounding ability that he possesses. Good to see some balance there from the Braves tonight. And we really saw it all come together in the third quarter. I mean, they exploded. 24 points, I believe, they ended up scoring in that fourth quarter, pulling away, outscoring.
Yeah, 24-11 there in that third quarter.
13 by 13 in the third. Yeah, goodness.
Here come the Archers after the timeout. Got Jordan to Bloom. Bloom now Didier. Didier goes all the way in, gets it out. Three-pointer on the way for Hall off the back rim. Davidson and First both go up with it. Davidson comes down. Jalen Mall thought about the three, a little hesitation. Floater in the lane.
That is beautiful.
16 points for Jalen Mall. St. Francis is going to love Jalen Mall next year.
Yes, they are. Goodness.
Jalen, congratulations to Jalen, signing his letter of intent earlier this afternoon to play ball for the Cougars next year. Nice penetration there by Didier, picks up the foul against Drake Thompson. Thompson with his third.
Yeah, Jalen after school today. Nice crowd there for his signing his letter of intent. Yeah, they're gonna have a good one next year in Jalen, no question about that. He should have an opportunity to compete immediately and hopefully have a profound impact on that program.
Jared Hofer into the ball game for Drake Thompson. Coach Davidson giving Thompson congratulations there on the sideline.
Absolutely, deservedly so.
Didier's second one is good. That puts Didier into double figures tonight with 11. 60-36 is our score. First gets it over to Hofer.
Nice
Hofer
look.
looks back into First
beautiful.
with a layup.
Boy, that's a give and go action from a 6'9" guy from a 6'10" guy. That's you love to see that kind of action.
Jordan out top. Goodwell back into the ball game. Now it's Didier. Didier looking to kind of take over here on offense for the Archers. Penetration by Shorter. Now Jordan. Here's Goodwell. Goodwell dives on the floor. Nice hustle. Shorter gets it. Fadeaway jumper no good. Here's Mall.
Great defense there by Frankie. Good contest on the shot.
Saspenhausen running, getting the three off the back rim, no good. Hofer, I think, may have knocked them both over. Yeah, they're going to call the foul on Jared.
Little bumper car action going on.
I think they almost came up the rebound anyway, but we got Jared with the foul.
That was the combo shot in pool right there. Ran into one and ended up knocking this other Southside player into the other individual, knocking them both down.
Here's Didier, screen set. Penetration, they got the foul inside. Let's see if they get Mall or Hofer on this one. For our sake, I think we might hope Hofer there. Yeah, they do get Jared. Jared's third. Jalen already has three on the night. Didier back to the free throw line.
Yeah, Didier being very aggressive here.
Off the rim.
Yeah, third quarter and fourth quarter here, trying to take Saspenhausen off the bounce. And when he's been able to get into the lane, he's really created contact by going into the body of the help side defense, getting himself free throws.
It's almost like that technical foul kind of sparked something in Didier there at the end of the third quarter. He certainly tried to up his game here in the fourth. 62-37 is our score. 5.5 minutes remaining.
Oh, yeah.
Nice pass inside. There's Caleb First with the dunk and the foul.
Man, beautiful ball movement right there on that possession by the Braves. As they broke Southside's defense, rotated that ball over and through, down to Hofer. Hofer dropped it over to Frankie. Frankie almost looked like a bounce pass between Bloom's legs to First, who rose up strong. Put that puppy home.
In and out, no good. Hofer coming over the back. Another foul on Jared.
You got 5 of them, right?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Free throws here for Southside as we are in the bonus. 7th team foul on Blackhawk here in the second half. Unfortunately for Jared, I think Coach had just talked to him about not going over the back on that one.
You know, I'd love to see the per minutes game that Jared's played tonight, just have that ratio fouls per minute that he's got rolling out. Probably pretty significant, but you know, I mean, despite the fouls that Jared's kind of racked up here in his playing time tonight, I've been impressed with his willingness to pass and to find the open cutter on offense, and the attempt, at least, to try and shift over into proper defensive positioning on help side.
Got the lane violation as it looked like Langston left the lane.
How about that?
To go to the back court while Bloom had the ball. Sassenhausen will inbounds it for Blackhawk. All the way down to First. First with the penetration.
Nice.
Up for Frankie Davidson with the slam.
We've been waiting for it for about the last 7 games. And they've tried it over and over.
The alley-oop drill has finally worked, everyone. Jared Hofer with a nice rebound for Blackhawk. You could see that one coming from a mile away, though. As soon as first got it, you could see Frankie coming up that right-hand side. You could see that one coming.
Yeah, it just took first. First had to be the passer one, I guess.
Yep.
I mean, that's goodness.
Maul
Nice.
gets it up to first.
Beautiful.
Caleb with the layup, no good. Hofer, no good. Rebound goes to Didier.
Despite that, not being able to convert on that play, that was a phenomenal pick and roll, just sliding into the lane, the open spot.
Fade away jumper, Didier, long distance, no good. Rebound by Jordan, no good, and Hofer's there with the rebound.
Nice.
Gets it out to Maul. Maul with the penetration, gets it to first with the dunk.
Get up there, young fella. Press the ball ahead. Jalen Mull slices into the lane, drops it off in the bucket for Caleb First, and he rises up and punches it home.
Blackhawk looking for those opportunities now.
Wow.
Hofer with another rebound.
Oh,
Nice fadeaway, or tip away, I should say. Davidson now has it. Tries to get inside the Maul. And Maul does the proper thing of pulling it out.
oh.
Now, crossover against Didier.
There
Gets
it
it out to
is.
Hofer. Hofer for 3 off the front rim, no good. There's First with a nice offensive rebound. Hofer thought about it again, but thought better of it.
Wind it up.
Maul over to Saskenhausen inside to Davidson. Davidson tipped away by Jordan. Great defense there by the Archers. Now out front. Took too many steps.
Yeah, out on the break. Langston ended up getting that ball. Good look ahead. Good leak out by him. Yeah, but unfortunately, too many steps before he put that ball up off the glass.
Yeah, it was a great defensive effort by Southside there underneath, and just one too many steps there. Saskenhausen and Davidson come out of the ball game. We got Zerbach and Pulver in for Blackhawk. Hofer looks ahead, tried to get it to First. Nice defense there by Bloom. Coach Davidson looking for his guys to be a little more careful with the ball against the press. You might be up 30, but right now is a teaching and a learning opportunity and something that will guide you for future games here.
Yeah, that's a great point. I'll tell you what, I mean, to be up at this stage of the game, these are opportunities absolutely to make sure that you're running your stuff clean and with precision. Have fun while you're out there, but make sure it's business as well.
First has it, gets knocked in the head by Didier, no call. Pulver has it now on the right-hand side. An opportunity for Pulver down the lane. First with the baseline jumper, that's long. And the rebound underneath there by Pulver. Pulver goes down to the floor. They got a jump ball. Possession arrow stays with the Braves.
Scrum right there. You know, Caleb put that shot up the left baseline. He's got that range. That's about a 17-foot shot, 18-foot shot for Caleb. He certainly has that range, but he might have been seeing double if he got clocked in the head by Didier. Good night.
Here's Pulver on the outside. So over to Maul. 3:10 remaining in the ball game. 68-38 is our score. Maul sets it up. Hofer comes out for the screen. Maul goes the other way instead with 2.
Boy, that's a pretty move, a strong move there by Jalen, getting into the lane and going over the 5'9" Hairston.
Paul goes all the way with really long strides and picks up the foul. Looks like Zerbach gets the foul there. His second. That's 8 on Blackhawk. After the first free throw here, we're going to get a couple substitutions for the Braves. Probably going to look to get Maul and First out of the ball game here.
Boy, great game by both Jalen Maul and Caleb First tonight. Jalen setting the table like he normally does, and Caleb exerting that punch down on the block.
70-38. Langston at the free throw line. Second one is good. Jackway into the ball game. On the dribble, gets it to Kyle Zerbach. Out to Hofer. Hofer with the jump shot. It's good.
That's pretty.
Jared Hofer with great range for a big man.
It is. He's got a nice touch. 18 feet out to have a 6'10" big man have that kind of that touch and range.
Out of bounds to the Braves. Nice defense there by Zerbach on the contest.
just another weapon that Coach Davidson kind of pull out of the tool bag and try and utilize based on matchups.
Jackway brings it up against Goodwell. Gets it out to Zerbach. Thought about the three. Gets over to Pulver. Hofer, now Logan Garton. Hofer on the baseline. Good.
Oh, pretty.
Jared Hofer knocking on the door, double figures. 8 points tonight for the big man. Southside has it. Jordan out top. Just under 2 minutes remaining in the ball game. Langston against Zerbach. Long three-pointer by Goodwell. In and out, no good. Garton with the rebound for Blackhawk.
Good box out by Logan right there. Great positioning.
Jackway gets it out to Hofer.
Two.
Looks like toe on the line. No good anyway. Southside knocks it out of bounds. Stays with the Braves. Into the ball game for Southside. McCall. McCall is replacing Langston.
Here we go. Empty the bench. Got J.P. Lindsay and
Ethan Jordan.
Coming in.
Pulver and Zerbach come out of the ball game for the Braves.
Nice.
Eldridge comes in for Southside, replacing Hall. Southside's used a lot of their guys tonight, so when we say empty the bench, some of these guys have seen a lot of action tonight already for the Archers.
True.
Jackway gets it into Garton. Nice possession to get that ball there.
No kidding.
Jackway. Crossover behind the back. Gets it taken away from him, though, and Goodwell comes out with it for the Archers. Maybe a little too much dribbling there by Landon.
Yeah.
Penetration all the way in for Jordan.
Jordan's being a freshman for Southside. He's got a bright future for him. He's played a lot tonight, getting a lot of meaningful minutes this season. I've been impressed with his defense and his willingness to kind of set the table for his teammates as well.
Jordan for three.
Dial it up, Jordan. There you go now. Get yourself in the scorebook.
Coming back to Southside, a three-pointer for McCall. McCall gets himself 3 points after just getting into the ball game. 35 seconds remaining in the ball game. 77-44 is our score. Jackway with it. Jordan setting the screen. Now we have Garton on the left-hand side. Garton going to look for his action, and they call the double dribble on Logan, out of bounds to Southside.
Logan
Certainly a 33-point game, not what we were expecting tonight, Paul.
No, absolutely not. I mean, this is a tremendous effort by the Braves tonight, both on offense and on defense, really. I think that's what kind of set the table. Once the Braves got up into double figures and kind of extended it out a little bit, they kind of forced Southside to press a little bit, and the Braves didn't relent in their defensive pressure. I mean, they really did a fine job closing this game out on the defensive side of the ball.
Jackway dribbles the ball out as we've reached the final score. Blackhawk Christian 77, Southside 44. We'll take a quick break and be back to wrap it all up here on The Voice.
You know that at L&S Alignment, they know auto repair from A to Z, but even this fact isn't enough to convince everyone of the superior service you'll receive. So just to let you know, they know their ABCs about auto repair, not only frontwards, but backwards. Don't believe us? Well, then here we go. Z.
Zoom or zip on in with your car, truck, or RV, domestic or foreign.
Y.
You get the best advice and service.
X.
Extremely knowledgeable about your vehicle.
W.
Water pump.
V.
Vibration damper. Cars have those?
Told you, they've got all parts for all vehicles. U.
Universal joints.
T.
Thermostats.
S.
Suspension.
R.
Radiators.
Q.
Quick service.
P.
Pistons.
O.
Oil pumps.
N.
Nose panels.
Nose panels.
Gesundheit.
M.
Mufflers.
L.
Linkage.
K.
Knee assembly.
J.
Jounce brackets.
Jounce brackets.
Hey, you asked.
I.
Ignitions.
H.
Hydraulic hoses.
G.
Gear assembly.
F.
Filters.
E.
Exhaust systems.
D.
Drive shafts.
C.
Carburetors.
B.
Batteries.
And A.
Air conditioning.
Frontwards or backwards, it's the same great service. L&S Alignment on Hartsel Road in New Haven, where quality isn't expensive, it's priceless.
Hey, honey, is this your course schedule for the fall?
Yep.
Let me see here. English, good. Chemistry, trigonometry, excellent. World history, I love world history. Baseball? Wait, baseball? Baseball isn't a course, honey.
Well, sure it is, Mom. High school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They teach lessons that can't be taught in a classroom, like accountability and self-discipline, the value of teamwork. I may not be earning a grade, but I'm learning how to compete later in life. Isn't that what getting a good education is all about?
Yes, of course it is. I was just testing you.
What can teenagers here in Indiana learn from participating in high school sports? Plenty, as it turns out. That's why they're called education-based athletics.
High school sports. There's so much more than just a game.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to Blackhawk Christian as we wrap things up tonight. Your final score 77-44. A huge second half for Blackhawk to pull out the big win.
Oh boy, yeah, outscoring the Archers in the second half 45-21. Yeah, we were talking about a 9-point game at halftime, 32-23, and really the third quarter set the tone for the Braves in the second half as they really went inside out. Frankie Davidson lining up threes, Drake Thompson really exerting his will and forcing Southside to kind of pick their poison. They really tried to focus in on the bigs tonight and try and take that away and with their zone defense, and because of that really kind of opened up other opportunities for the Braves, such as Frankie Davidson and obviously Jalen Moult cutting and slashing into the lane and finding ways to get his own offense for himself.
Gotta tell you, it's probably one of the more complete games that we've seen Blackhawk Christian play this year.
That's a great point. I mean, oftentimes we're seeing Frankie go off for 25, 30 points or so, or Jalen Moult really kind of setting the tone and getting his and stealing the ball, getting out on break and hitting layups and everything. But I mean, really from an inside-out standpoint, we're talking Jared Hofer, 10 points in that ballpark. First end up getting double figures. Drake Thompson, very aggressive tonight. He's in double figures as well as the established outside presence of Frankie Davidson and others being willing to kind of stretch and open up the floor for themselves and for their teammates. So phenomenal on the defensive side of the ball as well. I mean, they really had some defensive intensity tonight and forced Southside, which is a pretty decent three-point shooting team, into some tough shots and really closed out defensive possessions by corralling those rebounds.
Yeah, Southside, a very, very good team. Obviously, still trying to find themselves after their leading scorer decided to transfer 3 games ago. But very good team, as you mentioned, a great three-point shooting team. I only have them down for, 4 threes tonight? 5 threes.
That is amazing.
5 threes tonight. I mean, and as you mentioned, they're the team that likes to shoot as many threes as they do twos.
Exactly.
And, great closeout, great inside-out defense, just an overall great presence and great effort tonight by Blackhawk Christian.
Definitely.
Run down the scoring first for the Southside Archers. 14 points tonight for Asher Bloom. Very aggressive, especially in the first half. He would take the ball at the top of the key, and he would either try to shoot it from there, or more often he would penetrate. Picked up some fouls on Blackhawk tonight as well with his penetration. Good game tonight by Bloom. Then in the second half, it was Trajan Didier's turn to kind of try to take over the game there. Didier scored 12 points tonight, and really down the stretch, I mean, he was the aggressor on offense for Southside, and 12 points tonight for the senior there. 7 points for JT Langston Jr., 5 points for Austin Jordan, and 3 points each for Courtney Shorter and, I'm sorry if I mispronounced this, Kimani McCall.
That's a good
That's
effort.
how I'm going to say it.
That's a good effort.
He had 3 points tonight on a late three-pointer there in the ball game. For Blackhawk Christian, we mentioned it, balanced scoring, 4 guys in double figures for Blackhawk, led by the St. Francis Cougar of next year, Jalen Mall. 18 points tonight for Jalen. He actually did not score in the first quarter and then just kind of took off from there. The penetration was there all night for Jalen. He was finding guys early on, especially Drake Thompson. Looked for his shot more as the game went on.
Yeah, without question. A really nice, complete game from Jalen again. And they didn't need the scoring. I mean, that's a beautiful thing about a really good point guard. He's seeking to get his teammates involved and get them engaged in the game by creating easy shots or easier shots for them, putting them in position to do that. And that's exactly what Jalen did tonight here. Beautiful to see them be honored. He's only his second year here at Blackhawk Christian, and during his time, he's just, he's a steals machine. Good night. I mean, on the year, averaging roughly a little under 5
steals a game. Yep.
5 steals a game. So I mean, he's the all-time steals leader in Blackhawk Christian history, and that's a pretty that's a pretty nice thing to be able to hang your hat on as you kind of close out your senior season.
Yeah, you look at this class, we honored Drake Thompson earlier this season as the all-time blocks leader, and then Jalen, 2 years here at Blackhawk, as you mentioned, and the all-time steals leader, and he's just going to keep adding to it as the season goes on here and just put that record probably just in the distance there.
Absolutely.
16 points tonight for the freshman Caleb First. A solid effort for Caleb inside. We talked, earlier in the game about Drake Thompson's aggressiveness, and we didn't talk as much about Caleb because I think we expect that from Caleb.
Yeah.
He is very aggressive on the inside, but great game tonight for Caleb.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, freshman. I mean, we've kind of seen it all year, and it's been the expectation. He's kind of come into the varsity scene. We know that he's got kind of a reputation behind him as far as being an outstanding player, and he's done nothing to relieve himself of that reputation as the season has progressed.
15 points tonight for Frankie Davidson. 4 3-pointers on the night for Frankie. And early on, seemed a little quiet. Had a couple 3-pointers there in the first quarter, and it just seemed like when the ball would rotate to Frankie, he'd hit a shot, and then he'd wait, and then he'd hit another shot. You expect the ball to go in every time Frankie shoots it now.
You do, you really do. And I think that's a beautiful thing about Frankie's game as well, is that, he does have an inside-out game as well. He's got size to him, 6'4", 6'5", 6'6" frame as he's kind of stretching out here. But, it's that range that is just absolutely deadly. He doesn't have to have the ball in his hands in order to affect the offense for Blackhawk. He can wait. You know what? He'll wait for that ball to get rotated over to him, and he'll get his offense in the flow of Blackhawk Christian's overall offense and their sets, which is always kind of nice to see and a great asset to have for Coach Davidson.
And something we have to mention, he had an alley-oop dunk tonight. We've been waiting for it. Better than that, Blackhawk's been waiting for it. We finally had an alley-oop dunk tonight.
Out of all the home games that we've had, there's probably been a dozen alley-oop attempts, and you're absolutely right. Tonight, connect. All right,
it took the 6'9" guy to throw the alley-oop. That's what it took tonight.
What it was.
So, great game tonight by the senior Drake Thompson. We talked all night about his aggressiveness. It just seemed like a different Drake Thompson out there tonight, and certainly one that we'd love to see keep coming back. 12 points tonight for Drake Thompson. 4 free throws there in the third quarter. Another facet of his game that, we'd love to see that continue. Looked very comfortable from the free throw line tonight. Great game by Drake.
Yep, absolutely. Aggressive nature to him. We haven't seen that kind of passion and aggression from him on a consistent basis. We've seen it in pockets and spurts, but he came out with a fury and an intensity tonight that was unmatched and something that Southside just could not contain.
Speaking of big men, Jared Hofer. I think he had most of his shots from the outside, but Jared comes up with 8 big points. Very comfortable from the outside. Great stroke for Jared, and I think he's getting more comfortable. The more games that he plays, coach is getting him in there in a little bit more situations, and good game tonight by Jared. Able to pick up 4 fouls, while he was in there,
While you're out there, you might as well throw a hip around everyone.
You got him, might as well use him.
That's right.
3 points each tonight for Luke Saspenhausen and Ethan Jordan. Good to see Ethan on the board there with a 3 late in the ball game. And 2 points tonight for Kyle Zerbach, and that rounds out the scoring. 77-44, your final score. Southside goes to 9-7 on the season, and they have a game up next against Lakewood Park up in DeKalb County. Got to get there early for that one, folks. A 2:30 start on Saturday. Southside against Lakewood Park. Blackhawk Christian goes to 16-2 on the season. They're next up Tuesday night against a very dangerous Fort Wayne Snyder team. So 4 straight home games here for Blackhawk. A nice stretch of home cooking for the Braves.
Yeah, definitely.
Tuesday night against Snyder, and then we come back the following week against South Adams and Hamilton. So good stretch here to pick up some nice wins for the Braves.
Definitely. Should be good. I love seeing how competitive the Braves are against some of these bigger schools, established schools here in the greater Fort Wayne area. We love to host these schools like Homestead and Southside, and Snyder's going to be knocking on the door come Tuesday night, just to see where you are competitively. And tonight, obviously, we showed our mettle, in spades, which was really good to see. So, good job by the Braves tonight. I'll be remiss if I don't mention a big happy birthday to my baby girl, Madeline. She got to turn 8 today, and celebrating with her as well. So
8 years
sneak
old.
that in. That's right, great age.
8 years old, and she'll be a teenager and driving before you know it.
Come on,
Paul.
man. Come on now. Come on.
My daughter's not much older, so I can say that. So, yeah. Happy birthday to Madeline. I went to a field trip at Science Central with her earlier this week with my son Austin, also in 2nd grade there. So that's going to do it for us tonight, folks. You're going to hear a lot of us over the next couple weeks. Like we said, 4 straight home games. We're back with you Tuesday night as the Braves take on Snyder. So for Paul Suvar, I'm Brian Greenwald, wishing you a wonderful night, and we'll be back here with you next Tuesday.
We hope you enjoyed this high school sports broadcast on the Voice Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The preceding production is property of Voice Enterprises, and all rights are reserved worldwide. Thank you for listening to this production of Voice Enterprises, taking media in a new direction.